Night's attendance 53,442, 18th highest Folsom history, fourth highest in the last 17 years. Arden Walker got a safety, first safety credited to a player since Anthony Perkins in 2010, almost 15 years to the day. 193 yards rushing, most since the total versus USC in 23. Update: Jordan Seaton, Zai, Simeon, and DK. They're cool. They're good. I don't think. Prayerfully, we shouldn't lose anyone for a couple of weeks, but they went out to take care of themselves, and we're praying they're gonna be okay. Parents weekend. It was wonderful to see a lot of the parents. Some on campus walking with their kids and doing some wonderful things because this is a wonderful university. And I just met one of the tremendous donors that attended school here. Now his daughter is attending school here, and this changing pleasantries was phenomenal. New is it new Ralph? Is that the correct term? Ralphie seven. That's it. That's Ralphie seven ran tonight, right? I think a couple times. Then I heard, is it a he or she? Because I don't. It's a she. All of them she's. Okay, so I need to know that kind of stuff. Okay, so I heard she was energetic. She started out well and finished strong, unlike us. Unlike us, I'm not happy with the finish. I'm happy with the results, but I'm not happy with the finish. I told our young man too much ha ha and he hen on the sideline when we got the lead, and hats off to the opposition. I mean, they did a wonderful job, Wyoming, getting back in that game and playing their butts off with a no quit attitude. Much love to their head coach. Much love to that coaching staff. Um, None but the utmost respect. They came here and played their butts off, and they did not give up. And I wish we could be a little more, have a little more killer instinct in us to really put teams away like we're capable of doing. Also, Kaden Salter came back and played his butt off. He had a couple downs, but the majority ups overshadowed the downs, and he made some plays which a quarterback is going to have to do off. Uh, what's the correct off script? There you go. There you go. Off script, and he just made it happen. The timing was impeccable, and made some big throws, some big runs, especially the run at the end. And that's the guy. That's the guy that we wanted to see and that we're seeing. And I'm glad that you're getting the opportunity to see him at his best. And he hasn't reached that potential yet, but he's getting more and more comfortable with everything. I think the offensive line only surrendered one sack, which is tremendous. They're grading out tremendous, and my hats off to them. Let's go.
Hi, Coach. Nick Edwards, Yahoo Sports. Congrats on the win. 497 yards of total offense. What was really clicking on that side of the ball tonight?
We changed it up a little bit on how we prepared the practice script, practice schedule, and we held each other accountable. Not only holding the players accountable, coaches, us holding each other accountable as well. And accountability works when you're open to it. So the young men, they couldn't wait to go out there to perform, and they had a chip on their shoulder because they wanted to prove that they can instead of the showing that we had in Houston. But it was tremendous, and I'm proud of them. But we didn't finish like I wanted to finish.
Hey, Coach Lou Rivera with Scopo Sports. 9 different receivers caught a pass from
Yeah.
Kaden Salter today. What did you think about the offense's ability to spread the wealth around?
Um,
Yeah, we like that.
An opportunity to see it because we've been seeing it for a while now. We've known we've had those type of receivers, and you haven't even seen the youngsters get down. Q and Farrakhan and some of those, you haven't even seen how talented they are. But it was spread around, and guys are not tripping because you got to understand a lot of these guys came from universities where they were the guy. and the ball consistently came to them. And it's one thing to get down on yourself, or it's another thing to get down on the team, or get down on the production. But those guys ain't built like that. We're we guys, and it's not me guys. And I'm thankful that that receiving room is it's composed that way, and that's hats off to Rashad and Coach Phillips. They do a tremendous job in that room, and Coach Moss when he steps in, and they love to see Randy.
Coach Adam was your Tiger 24/7 Sports. With Kaden, you were looking for consistency and leadership out of that position.
Yeah.
Did he almost kind of need the wake up call the last couple of weeks to get it together?
Well, I'm not gonna say what a man needs. I'm all I'm gonna say is everybody in that locker room, including me, we're accountable to one another, and sometimes you gotta hold people accountable to what's transpiring. You know, you guys aren't in there, man. You guys don't. You do a good job of reporting. I'm not underestimating that, but sometimes you just don't know what's going on. And I want to win at all costs, but I want to win, but I want people to grow as human beings because I think I care about them a little more about the person than the football player. Because if you're not a good person, you're not because football is only for a moment. It's going to last for maybe a decade or the life expectancy of 3 years. I want the persons to develop more, and I'm more apt to that than just to focus on just the football player. And we're seeing growth all amongst the locker room. Great question, though.
Hey, Coach Tyler King with the Denver Gazette.
Mhm.
That first touchdown pass that Kaden had to
You all
to
right, dog? Like you better doze off on me. You good? Yeah. Well, you was in a deep thought, or what was that? Look, I saw you. Just come on. All right, you all right? Okay. All right. I saw that now. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You're good. I was asking about that first touchdown that Kaden had to
Mhm.
Omari on early in the second quarter. It seemed like maybe it was a sense of relief for him, or just it seemed like he really found his confidence after that, making the reads, not just in the passing game or the running game. Is that him at his best in that moment?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think he lost his confidence. I just think he had to understand how we do things. And when you do those type of things that that we need done and understand what we need as a team, it's easy. I don't hear nobody talking about Pat tonight. Now, you know, I don't hear no, where was that? Where that went? Anybody? 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 All right. Oh, it's gone for a week, for at least a week, right? But when we execute, it's a beautiful thing. When we don't, it's gonna be blame assessed. So, and I understand that life. I've been in this sports world for a long time, but I'm thankful that you got to see some wonderful plays that he's capable of making. You got to see some wonderful calls that was made from the top. You got to see some wonderful execution that was immense by the offensive line as well as the backs. They ran their butts off, and I'm proud of them.
Hey, Coach Brian Howell, the Daily Camera. I have
Mhm.
a couple questions for you, but you mentioned this being kind of a growth moment for Kaden. Was it a growth moment for the entire team, do you think?
I'm not just singling him out. It was a growth moment. I think there are tremendous moments in all our lives that God's allow us to grow from. Um, and it's been several moments over the last few weeks with all of us, not just him, but you've seen glimpses of what he's capable of doing. We just want that consistently. And when we get that consistently, we're going to be hard to deal with.
And I want to ask you about Dallin Hayden, who obviously he's been chomping at the bit. I know he's been injured and
Mhm.
finally gets a couple carries there at the end. They were big ones that moved the chains a little bit.
Mhm.
How big was that for him and for you guys to see that out of
Well,
him?
he was physical. We hadn't lost hope or confidence in him. These other guys are just really good. You know, it's just you know, it's like when you get hurt, now you go to the back of the line. You got to work your way back up. And we're fair to everyone. It's not like you're gonna get hurt and you're gonna just come back and get to the front of the line. It don't work like it here. You got to work your way back up to the top. But he's capable of doing what he showed. He ran physical, he ran hard, he ran his butt off, man. And I'm happy for him as well that he got in there and got some touches.
Coach Jack Harlow.
Jack, my man.
How's it going? I'm awake too.
There you go.
Um,
So now you're gonna talk about my brother. Over here. You're gonna talk about my brother over here.
What was I gonna ask? Okay.
Take your time.
Maybe I'm not awake.
Take your time, Jack. Take your time, boss.
This offseason, adding depth on both lines was a big
Yeah.
priority. And with both lines dealing with a couple injuries right
A
now.
couple injuries. I think we're dealing with more than a couple
More than a
injuries,
couple.
but thank God for the depth.
Yeah, how's that paying off right now?
It's paying off really well, especially just think about a season ago, losing a couple of linemen, what it would have been like. I mean, it'd been hell, pure hell. Defensively, we lost a couple guys tonight, and one with a targeting, and I think Tafiq got hurt on third Friday. He got hurt on Friday, so that was tough. That was tough to lose those two gentlemen. But next man up, next man up. That's thank God for the recruiting team that we have, because they got the depth that we needed.
Hey, Coach, just curious, through 4 weeks, how you're feeling about your defense and how much room you guys still
Now
have
you're on
left
the
to
defense
grow.
now. Was the offense now? Is the defense turn now?
What? My from me?
I'm just saying. I'm just asking you a
Oh,
question. I'm
no, I was
not
just
attacking
asking
you.
No, I didn't know. It seemed like it. I was just curious.
No. The defense, we got work to do, man. Come on, we can't let a team just drive down the field on us like we ain't even out there and we giving up. The key thing for a coach: nothing deep, nothing cheap. Nothing deep, nothing cheap. It has been the second week consecutive that we've given up the deep ball, and we've given up cheap runs and just broken runs. And it seems like that third series, man. That third series. And we're alarming them. That third series, this is when we start tripping. This is when we start acting stupid out here. And the third series, and I be darned. That third series, here we go. They bust one. They hit one for a big run. It seems like if we take away those explosions that we surrender, it normally is a great defensive day. But we've been giving up different explosions that we can't do.
I wanted to also ask you about Buck Buchanan. I mean, here's a guy
God.
last year. Last 2 years really, it's been a struggle, but he's been nearly spotless so far.
All of them are. We gave up, I think, an edge rush on the field goal because Mata don't miss. You know that, and that makes us mad because you can't take a break on his time. He only get a few opportunities this game, and you're gonna take a break on his opportunity. That don't make sense. Buck, new mate, man, it don't even make sense what they're doing out there, special teams wise, and they should just be the darn dogs and leaders for the rest of the season the way they're doing it, because they're the most consistent three that we have on this team. They really are, by far. It ain't even close.
Hey, Coach Harrison Simeon, Buffs and SI. Also on the defense, it seemed they came out very physical, very
Yeah.
tight in coverage. Did you feel that maybe some of the second half drop off was to do with fatigue, or was it something?
No,
structural?
we're not fatigued. We condition our butts off. It's intensity, and focus. When you lose intensity and lose focus, those things happen, because it's not like that other team is losing that because they're down. They're trying to get back in the game and they want opportunity, and they're on national television. So that's on us, man. Trust me. I just let our team know how I felt about that in the second half. Great question, though.
Coach Prime, Ashley Moore, 9 News. You mentioned Ralphie 7. This is a fan question.
Okay.
Ralphie, first game coming out, the crowd was electric when she ran out. Do you
Mhm.
think that had a little bit to do with the spark, helping Stella get a groove back a little bit with the team on all 3 phases of the ball?
I don't think. I don't know about that. I think Ralphie did a wonderful job doing the doggone thing that she did. And I heard they brought her out for an encore. Did they bring her out again? Yeah, I heard that. They brought her the second half too. That was great. So I love it. I love it. I mean, I wish I could get a chance to just watch. I'm too locked in. I'm ready to go. So we sitting over there like a box in the corner of the ring, ready for the hit touch glove. We ready to go. And I love it though. I'm thankful. I'm happy that the new Ralphie is doing the thing, because the old Ralphie say, I'm done with this. I'm tired. I'm tired. It's about to go to the, I'm ready to go to the crib. So I'm glad the new Ralphie is doing it. Excuse me. Oh, she wasn't even having it tonight. I don't blame her. It's too late. We ain't like we played great at night ourselves, so we can't put it on Ralphie. great question, though, sis.
Hey, Coach. Bill and Weiss with the CU Independent. 2-2 record. How you feeling going into conference play next week?
We already dropped the game last week, so I'm feeling. I don't know. I haven't watched the film yet. I'm just seeing things with the naked eye, and I don't like how we didn't kill a gnat with a sledgehammer towards the end. We're better than that. We're more decisive than that. We're tougher than that. So we got to do what we got to do. We got a good team when we're doing what we're supposed to do and we're executing and we're offensively as well as defensively. We're married as one. Special teams has been doing a phenomenal job, and everybody in here is you just waiting on Gibson to break one. He's so darn close. It's always one darn player that's chilling, and missing that block and not making that block that he could get out of there. But he's so darn close, man. So I love what we're doing on special teams as a whole, but conference play, we got to step it up. We got to step it up tremendously. Thank you.
Hey, Coach. Anilo Piro, 104.3 The Fan.
There was no new plays called. Not whatsoever. Guys just got to do their jobs. All across the board, offense, defensively, special teams, coaches, we got to put the guys in the right situations to have success. So, no, man. I ain't a blamer. Like, come on, everybody got to accountability. You got to do your job. I got to do my job. I got to do better. So I had to go and retool the practice schedule, make sure we getting the most out of practice. I had to go over. Okay, let's work on 1st and 10s, offensively and defensively. Let's work on 2nd and 8s. Let's work on 3rd and 1s. Let's work on 3rd and an inch. And it's so darn funny that we did we get the 4th down? It was 3rd and 1 or something. We did the tush push or whatever you call it. Yeah, but we've been practicing that all week. All week. All week. We've been practicing that all week because we knew that situation would occur. So we try our best to prepare ourselves for situational football. And that's something that I had to just, check myself. Like, make sure this team is prepared in every aspect of it. I apologize that I think I brought 3 timeouts in with me. Ain't nobody saying about that this week. I apologize. I try not to do that next time. All right. God bless you all. Be safe. I really did. Look up there and see 3 timeouts.
Coach Prime and his timeouts just leaving the presser. Shout out to Herman, shout out to Curtis, and everybody else that see you doing that daggone thing to keep things going the way they're going. We got Kaden Salter coming up next.
Kaden, Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. That first touchdown pass you had to O in the back of the end zone just felt like you kind of left it up there and trusted your receiver to make the play, and that kind of led to the other ones later in the night. Did you feel kind of a more eagerness to kind of let your guys make plays tonight?
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's been a big thing trying to get the receivers the ball down the field, and every chance that I got today, I tried to take advantage of the opportunity. And I know that I got big guys out there, big playmakers, and if I throw it up, it's 75-25 their way.
Hey, Kaden, Brian Howell, the Daily Camera. Coach was talking about these, growth moments for you and players on this team. What have the last couple of weeks been like for you?
I mean, it's been rough not playing last week, but I just stayed straight, talking to family, talking to God, and just making sure that the next opportunity that I got, I took full advantage of it. This is my last year, so I just want to go out there and be the best version of me for the team and for everybody else in this program.
What did it mean to you to come out and play like you did tonight and, have a big game, throwing the ball, but also running it?
I mean, it was amazing, but thing is consistency, and I just got to go out there and do it again moving forward.
Hey, Kaden. After the Georgia Tech game, you said that you'd like to utilize your legs a little bit more just as a dual threat quarterback. Tonight, I think 11 carries for 86 yards and a touchdown. Do you feel like that part of your game was better kind of utilized tonight?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I don't purposely try to run. It just be when things break down, I know that my legs can get me out of trouble, and that's what I had to do today. But had great blockers down the field with the receivers. Once they did see me scrambling, even on scramble drills like Sincere Brown touchdown, off schedule play, plays like that is what's gonna win us games.
Hey, Kaden, what were your conversations like with Coach Prime, maybe when he came to you and told you you're going to be going this week, and maybe last week when you were taken out of the position?
I mean, it was a good conversation. Coach Brown's very straightforward. Once I knew that I wasn't going last week, I just had to try to be the best version of me for the team and make sure that things got done, whether it was giving the defense looks at practice or just being there for stop and helping him out as a veteran quarterback that I am. So, but this week, once he told me that I was going to get the start, I just had to take full advantage of it and make sure that I continue to be the starter.
Did that light a little bit of a fire under you when you lost it as a competitor?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm a big competitor and been in sports my whole life, football, basketball, track, whatever it was, I wanted to be the best at it. And at playing a quarterback position, you got the ball in your hand every play. So a lot of things do fall on you, and you just got to take it and keep moving and play the next play.
Hey, Kaden, it seemed the offense was at its best when you were throwing the ball deep and making those big splash plays. After Georgia Tech, did you kind of feel a sense of focus? So, like, or that's something you want to emphasize the next time you stepped on the field?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like I said earlier, we got big explosive receivers that can go down and make those down and field plays, and I just got to put it in a spot for them to have the opportunity to put their hands on the ball, whether it's a 50-50 ball or whatever the case may be. Just put it in their area, and I know that I can trust my receivers to come down with it.
Hey, Kaden Lee Rivera with Scobo Sports. Even last week in Houston, you had a lot of family come out to support you. So what has it been like to have that kind of support throughout this time as well? Have you come to navigate that?
Oh yeah, my support system is amazing since forever. And whether no matter what sport it's been, whether track meets and I got papas, aunties, grannies, cousins. Everybody loves to come out and support, and especially with my little brother being here, the whole family is able to come to one game. Last year I was at Liberty, he was at TCU, so they was trying to split the difference and things like that. But this year we're at the same school, and it's gonna be a lot of family at those games. When we go play TCU, I might have about 50 plus people there.
Ken, just want to ask you, not just you, but for this team, how big was this coming off the Houston game to have a performance like this and get a win? And then just also, how would you assess the team 4 weeks in?
I mean, I talked to the team after, we got the win, but we didn't destroy them like Coach Prime wanted us to do. So we just got to go out there and have a great practice this week. We play BYU next week, and just got to keep moving forward. We got to practice hard. Making sure that I put the ball in the right spots, and it's on both sides. Offense and defense. We both got to be able to stick together and fix what needs to be fixed.
Yeah, just two quick ones for you, Kaden. Just when you're getting in that flow kind of in the game, I know you've been doing this for a while as a starter, but do you feel like the reads may become easier once you kind of get into rhythm? It just felt like whether it was running or throwing, every read you were making on the roof was kind of the right one tonight.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I just try to make the best reads. Coach don't want us turning the ball over. God forbid, I've been doing pretty good at doing that. So I just want to keep making sure that we're moving the balls with no turnovers offensively, and making sure that our defense had a chance to go out there and get turnovers when we put the ball in the end zone.
And just lastly, you mentioned your brother. Just kind of what was it like seeing him get in there at the end?
Oh yeah, that was amazing. It's funny because me and Dallin was just talking about when if he got a wide open lane, would he score it or not? And I'm like, man, I don't know. What you think Prima like? And he's like, we was just like, I don't know about it. Then I kind of thought about it. I'm like, well, I mean, if we score, the green team get to go out and other players get to go out there. So I was able to score the ball. And next thing you know, my little brother go out there, he make 2 big tackles. So that was exciting. Thank y'all.
Amazing night for Kaden Salter, over 300 yards passing, 4 total touchdowns for Kate Salt on the night, getting that starting quarterback position once again. We're going to have Arden Walker come up next, led the team in tackles, sack and a half. Actually, we're going to have punter Darren Graves come up next, and Arden Walker. So let's bring them together. New
First
mate.
safety in like 15 years in Colorado. I mean, Ashley Moore, by the way, to make a big play like that, first one of 15 years in your home state in front of, I'm pretty sure, so many fans. I mean, how did that feel?
I mean, it felt great. I was happy just to make a play for my team. We were all like on that timeout, just making sure that we wanted to go make a big play, and I'm glad I was able to do it. So,
Hey, Arden. There's been a lot of injuries on your unit. How much responsibility or leadership do you take in those sort of situations where some of your teammates are down?
I mean, like I said, interviews ago, it's more about the guy who's next up. So make sure everybody's prepared, and whoever's next up has to step up. That's still like the standard, and that's the expectations of this team. So whoever's down, somebody has to be up. Pretty much simple as that.
Arden, kind of building off that, just how much were you leaned on as a leader the last couple of weeks in this program of keeping guys, together, rowing in the same direction?
I started even before I had the L on my chest. I feel like that's something that guys are looking me to from the summer. Starting into fall camp, just make sure I step up to the plate when it was time, really. And I think setting by example and then just vocally continue to keep doing that. That's my mission. So.
For Graves, Leo Rivera with Scobo Sports, Coach Prime just said that your group has been the most consistent meeting special teams. What do you think makes your unit so consistent?
I think our special team units as a whole, obviously Buck, myself, and Marta, we do our job, but, there's a bunch of other guys that run it there and do their job as well. Cam Hawkins, I got to give a shout out to as well, has been excellent this year. But yeah, we got a lot of great guys that are on special teams with us, and everyone buys into special teams as well. And I think that's a really important part to it all. But, for us personally, being consistent, we're just working hard, getting the work in. Making the most of our opportunities in games, but also, getting the work in when it comes to throughout the week.
For either of you, Coach Prime really emphasized accountability this week. What was the vibe, the feeling in practice that led to such a well-rounded performance tonight?
I mean, I'd say just when he was emphasizing on accountability, I feel like it was more like the standard. That's something I think we preach amongst my peers, and it's peer to peer for sure. I feel like, of course, coaches can tell you so much, but making sure guys do it day in, day out when no one's looking, that's the big part of accountability. So, core values of this team, really.
Also for Arden, just Alex McPherson and London Merritt both got some good play tonight. They've been coming along. Just what have you seen from those two?
I'm proud of my rookies. That's the least to say it. I feel like each week they come in just hungry and make sure like they know what's going on, because obviously they're getting snaps and stuff like that now. So, like I said, stepping up, next man up, whoever's up and who's ready to play. I'm just proud that they're trying to figure out, and obviously they have the big ask, especially coming from high school and going into playing college football against grown men. I'm glad they're up for the challenge and stepping up to the plate. So I'm proud of my rookies.
One for each of you, Damon. It seems like you and Buck and Alejandro have been relied upon a lot for leadership, speaking to the team. Is that kind of a newer position for you? And how do you guys embrace that role? Because it feels like that probably doesn't happen at too many places.
Yeah, for sure. It is a bit of a newer thing to me, but for myself as well, I'm one of the older guys on the team, and back in Australia, I was at the professional level as well. So, I've experienced a lot, I've seen a lot, and I just see it as a great opportunity for myself to be able to pass on my leadership as well. So yeah, it is for us. I think it is a bit of a newer thing, but I think that's just Coach Prime as a coach. He just embraces everyone on the team, no matter what position you are, and he sees everyone on the team as a leader. And right now he's putting that emphasis on us a little bit, and we're stepping up and making sure we're bringing everyone else along with us.
Arden, how would you evaluate your team's defensive performance through 4 weeks, knowing what's coming down the pipe here?
I feel like we're just building into what we got to go into. Obviously, we start our run for the Big 12 conference, so I'm glad we've kind of been fine-tuning and finding ourselves, and I think that we just got to continue to keep going, really. I know we have expectations for ourselves, and obviously, like, going through these past 3 weeks is stuff where we got to keep just fine-tuning and tweaking, and I feel like when we get on our roll, we get on a roll. Everybody has to be on the same page, so.
Arden, Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. Coach Prime was in here saying that he told you guys, especially defensively, he wasn't happy with the way you guys finished tonight. Just how motivating is that, knowing you had a pretty good first half performance, but there's a lot you can build on and making it a full 4-quarter performance for you guys?
Right. I mean, based on the things he was saying, we still have to continue to keep finishing. Finishing is a big part of the game, and make sure you hold off your opponent. And like I said, I guess from a standpoint of kicking them when you're down, that's really what it is. Like, we're competitive, we're hungry, and we have to stay hungry regardless of what the score is. And we had to put our head down and work. So work is never done. I'll say that. More is always required.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate your time.
There we go. Arden Walker and the punter, new mate, Darren Gray, right out there for the Colorado Buffaloes. Shouts out to everybody who checked in for the game. Shout out to Ralphie 7, who came in and did her thing on the run. The big buffs, man. If y'all have any questions, comments, y'all make sure y'all put them in the chat right now. And also stay tuned for tomorrow night, Unc and Chico Live, where we will be recapping the ball game. You can check out the morning run each and every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Hawaii time, 11 a.m. Mountain time, 12 noon Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all know what it is, Big Dog Chico Live and Direct. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms right there. If you support the platform and appreciate it, and you want to give a little shout out with the Cash App, I appreciate it right there too. Or you can hit the Super Chat also in the comment section, and we'll get back to any questions or comments that you guys have. Make sure y'all go to uncandchico.myshopify.com, get you some, and support the Colorado Buffaloes at any chance you can get, man, because we're going up this season. Go Buffs. It's going to be a bounce back from the 1-2 start. You understand me? Get to that 2-2 mark, that 500 mark, and move on from there. Got a tough Utah team next week. I'm sorry, a tough BYU team next damn week. Just as tough as Utah. So we're going to have to get ready for that in a major way. We need the defense to step up, offense to do their thing, Kaden Salter to be the leader of the team, and we're going to be following right behind that. Shout out to 3 and everybody else checking in. It's the biggest dog Chico to the scene, the place to be. I'm going to get up and about this thing in a major way. All right?
Yeah, we like that.
Yes, sir. Y'all haven't checked out Kaden Salter's Prime Parents yet. Y'all need to check out Prime Parents. ASAPper. All right? Peace in the Middle East. Yeah, y'all. You bitch naive. You.
Me and contenders ain't got no relation. So
that buffalo sauce, baby.
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, y'all know what time it is. In the weight room trying to get fit. Don't do it, bro.
It's the Colorado Buffalo. It's about to be a show. It don't matter which way it goes. Just leave it all on the field, cause only God knows. Colorado Buffalo. It's about to be a show. It don't matter which way it goes. Just leave it all on the field, cause only God knows. Now let's go Buffs. Now let's go Buffs. Now let's go Buffs. Now let's go. I am Boulder, Colorado, getting busy. Moving like the mayor every time I'm in the city. It's only one goal on the line for inches. You disrespect the bros, you can meet us at the 50. Come on. You know, too, we throwing bombs while young Trav on the horn. You double cover that brother, but can't forget Jimmy Horn. Yeah, them titles a problem, why each DB on an island. With a couple running backs ready for one-on-ones. Oh, forgot to mention about them boys in the trenches, but ain't no need to say their names. Just tell them sit back and witness. Yeah, tell them sit back and watch. That dog and them can't be taught. Yeah, them skill players cool, but that line where it start. They said, hey, swag, baby. Now in the Pac-12 fleeting bombs like the Navy. They said, hey, swag, baby. Now in the Power 5 host staff recruiting crazy. It's the Colorado Buffalo. It's about to be a show. It don't matter which way it goes. Just leave it all on the field, cause only God knows. Colorado Buffalo. It's about to be a show. It don't matter which way it goes. Just leave it all on the field, cause only God knows. We got that buffalo sauce.
I like that name,
It's me that buffalo sauce. Coach Prime said he looking for them smart, tough fans. Discipline young men with character, say smart, tough fans. Discipline young men with characters, can't forget Ralphie. For the one time, Ralphie. Now let's go, boss. Now let's go, boss. Now let's go, boss. Now let's go, boss.
Yeah.